Hi friends watching movie reviews with Raghuram. Welcome to my recap review of Deadpool 2. You can find the link of my Deadpool part 1 recap in the description. Well friends, coming to the story, Deadpool 2 starts from where Deadpool 1 had ended. The Wade Wilson, aka Deadpool, is hunting down the international criminals. One criminal escapes his shot. He comes back and kills his girlfriend Vanessa. In an outrage, Deadpool kills that criminal. And in the next few days, he develops a disgust on himself because he thinks that he is responsible for the death of his lover with whom he wanted to spend the rest of his life, wanted to marry her. Then he makes many attempts to commit suicide. One among that is he tries blowing up himself. After blowing up himself, he has visuals of Vanessa. Due to his super healing powers, he survives. And once again, Colossus, the X-Man, comes into his life and takes him to X-Mansion. There, Deadpool recovers from his injuries. And gradually he is convinced to join the X-Men team. And now Deadpool becomes a part of X-Men. Now, Deadpool, Colossus and Negasonic get a new challenge in front of them. They have to deal with Russell Collins, a young mutant who is on a rampage to destroy his school. He's on a rampage at the Mutant Re-Education Center. He wants to kill his principal and the staff therein. Now Wade Wilson, aka Deadpool, gets control over Russell, and later he discovers that the school authorities have tortured Russell. In an outrage, he kills one of the staff. Now Wade and Russell are arrested and taken to Icebox. Icebox is a prison specially made for mutant criminals. Of course, with collars around their neck. The collars which suppresses their superpowers. Now we have an additional character coming into the story, Cable. Cable time travels back and come to the present era. He rushes into the icebox and attacks Russell. His main intention is to kill Russell because Russell is on a rampage. He is in a rage. He will definitely go back and kill the principal. When he kills the principal of the mutant school, he will become a serial killer, and going ahead in time, he will become a serial killer and kills Cable's family. To prevent that, Cable comes back in the timeline and he wants to kill Russell before he becomes a serial killer so that his family becomes secured in future. But Deadpool comes in between Cable and Russell. A fight ensues between Cable and Deadpool. During the fight, the collar around the neck of Deadpool drops down and Deadpool regains his superpowers. He then forces himself and Cable out of the prison. Almost has a close death experience where he meets Vanessa once again in the afterlife, who persuades him to rescue Russell from Cable. And this is when Deadpool creates his own team, X-Force team. With the help of his X-Force team, Deadpool plans to free Russell during the present transfer. And once again, in a clash with Cable, almost all the members of X-Force die, except Domino. During the small battle, Russell frees yet another inmate of his, Juggernaut. Juggernaut also destroys the entire convoy and rips Deadpool into two. Russell now escapes from the site and goes to the school to kill his headmaster who had tortured him with the help of Juggernaut. Now Cable reaches out to Wade Wilson, our Deadpool, and tells the entire story of what Russell would do in the future and how he wants to rescue his family from being killed in the hands of Russell in future, and teams up with the Deadpool after convincing him. Now Cable and Deadpool reach the school. At the same time, Colossus also reaches the school to help Wade Wilson, our Deadpool, and also to divert the powerful Juggernaut. Wade Wilson tries to have peace talks with Russell and try to convince him, but he fails in doing so. Now Cable gets angry and shoots a bullet towards Russell. Now what? Our Deadpool, Wade Wilson, comes into the way of the bullet and takes the bullet on his heart. He doesn't have superpowers to survive because he has that collar of the prison around his neck. Wade Wilson now unites with Vanessa in the afterlife. After watching Wade Wilson sacrifice Deadpool's sacrifice, Russell doesn't kill his headmaster. And now Cable feels secure because his family is secure in the future. Cable decides to stay back in the current time. He travels a few minutes back in the timeline and saves Deadpool aka Wade Wilson. Now Wade Wilson aka Deadpool survives. The headmaster is eventually hit by Dopinder's taxi and is killed. And then we come to the mid-credits where Negasonic and her friend Yukio are repairing the time-traveling device of Cable. Using this particular time-traveling device, Wade Wilson aka Deadpool travels back in time and saves Vanessa and all the team members of X-Force, and also kills the alternate version of Wade Wilson and aborts the clash between Deadpool and Wolverine. This particular scene opens the gate and gives us a link for Deadpool and Wolverine, which has released in the theaters now. And that's the story of Deadpool Part 2. Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, aka Wade Wilson, has given a brilliant performance, friends. What an actor he is. Expressions, emotions, humor, action, drama. Everywhere he is simply perfect. Josh Brolin as Cable also has given an impressive performance. New character here. Morena Baccarin as Vanessa has little role but a good performance. Julian Dennison as Russell the young mutant Firefist also has given a very good performance. And also the regulars TJ Miller as Weaver and Brianna Hellbrand as Negasonic have given good performances. This time the movie has been directed by David Leitch. Coming to the pluses, top performances including Ryan Reynolds, action episodes brilliantly choreographed, wonderful background music which elevates the sequences, the subplots of the story, especially that of Cable and that of Russell and the story built around them, Deadpool becoming an X-Man, and brilliant mid-credits which links to Deadpool and Wolverine. What I felt, friends, is the action episodes were better in the first part of the Deadpool in comparison to the second part of the Deadpool, but the story in the second part was better than the first part. A perfect balance of action, humor and drama. Humor is hilarious, each and every frame involving Deadpool, though he's an action star. He's a superhero. He brings so much of humor into the storytelling, friends. But that humor has a coating of adult language. Below the belt words. 8 out of 10 for Deadpool 2. Thanks for watching my video. If you loved my video, can like, share and subscribe to my channel. I'll catch up with you all in my next video with another movie review. Until then, do take care. Goodbye. Namaste.